All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Boston Scott, his first carry. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Big 20.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Monday. Hurry up, get set. Ready. Hey, 22.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
No. Check. Patriot.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in.
Post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Stafford. Out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking downfield for Joe. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for New England. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a pitch out to Michel. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
We're rolling.
On 2nd down, Scott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Stafford looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Touchdown, Detroit! Boston Scott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. Listen.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. A third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. That's fielded in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency. And Gary's man complete. Past the 20. 10. And he'll get into touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the ball, on the ball. 10. Let's go now, let's go. 3
On second down, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw is Stafford. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hey, go here!
They get it to him running left. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes when you feel that your legs have taken you as far as you can go,
Dive out.
Yeah, he just go ahead and elevate, right? And he tried to do exactly that, but he was met with pretty good resistance. No gain, correct?
No gain there. They're trying to dive over the left side of the field, but for nothing to show.
22. Ready.
On third down, that's Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Boston Scott with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions add on to their lead. So he's in for his third score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Scott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. On the move to his left. And now he'll turn and off his back into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. Had a pretty good game. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding opens.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
40 got. 40 got. Set. Lady. Track 50.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D now yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A second nice move. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jarrett Davis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Complete to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Stafford going to throw it. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions, have won the Super Bowl.